or list 'em, love or list 'em. We have a lover that needs your wisdom. This I tell ya, brother, one could end it with the other. Love or list 'em, love or list 'em.
Welcome to Love 'Em or List 'Em. Do this every single Thursday at this time. Dating is challenging. Dating is tough. We ask our friends and family for help. On Thursdays, we have everybody to help out one of our morning show family members. Today, it is Josephine. What would you do if you were in Josephine's shoes? The big question that we have today is, what expectations should we have on someone that we're dating only after a month or 6 weeks or 8 weeks? I don't know the exact time, but I know it's a short amount of time they've dated based on the email we've gotten from Josephine. With that, we'll let her pick it up from there. Josephine, thank you for being here. Love 'em or list 'em. What is the situation you find yourself in today?
I'm really frustrated. He's been acting out like basically in Vegas. He's been just all over the place. And my frustration is he doesn't think I should be holding any of like his Snapchats and all of his actions against him.
Josephine, so how long have you guys been dating to give us a sense of, our expectations we should have of his Vegas exploits?
We've been together 6 weeks, so it's been good.
6 weeks, though, that is what you call the very beginning of a relationship.
Are you even technically boyfriend-girlfriend yet?
Yeah, I mean, it feels very serious. I mean, it feels like we've dated 3 years, but how close we've gotten so quickly.
Okay.
Right, but in reality, you've been together for 6 weeks.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing anyone else. He's not seeing anyone else.
I feel that.
Like, we talk all the time,
right?
But what I am noticing is that he's putting up these Snapchats, and I'm not frequently, and I'm not part of anything. And what I see is he's like flirting with other women.
Oh,
yeah, like he's out there. He's like he spent like $5,000 gambling and like with other women and like. Just seems like that's what he's doing, like not doing anything that I should know about.
Right, but does he think the relationship at 6 weeks is what you think it is?
I mean, it happened really fast and it was intense, but he has been 100% in there for me. There are things in this relationship that are inappropriate at this point and that I should say something about. He's not even where he is. It's supposed to be at many times when when he says he's the one place and he's not there.
Wait, what do you mean he's in places that he's not supposed to be?
I mean, like I see we have location sharing. I turned it on his phone, and so I know where he is.
Right.
Wait a second. You turned on his
Right.
his location. Does he know that you turned on his location? You guys have been dating 6 weeks.
Yeah, no, he does not. But
Wait, how
that's
does he not
I
know?
roll.
Doesn't he have to accept it? I don't understand.
I just went into his phone and did it for him.
Oh!
well, that's a bit aggressive.
All right.
I mean, I get what you're saying. 6 weeks, if you guys have had the conversation where you said you're a boyfriend, girlfriend, I could see the concern.
She's been dating him 6 weeks.
Right, but I get it. I get why she's like, well, we've said we're committed, and now I'm looking on Snapchat and I'm seeing him, you hanging out with other women, though putting on basically a honing beam on him is not not honing beam. What's the word I'm looking for?
That makes sense. No, you're
okay.
right.
Yeah, without his consent, that's a different story.
It sounds to me like like you both are right and you both are wrong. You've both done stuff that deserves slaps on the wrist.
Right.
You with the location sharing, him with lying or whatever he's been doing and not telling you what he's doing. But also, like, you're 6 weeks into this. You guys don't really know each other.
Not that well.
Not that well. So, really, how much expectation can you have for someone you haven't known very long?
I don't know. That's how I go, and also I haven't felt this intense of a connection with someone in a very long time.
How do you think he would feel, though, if he found out that you turned on his location without his knowledge?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
how far into a relationship would this be like an appropriate behavior for a girlfriend to deal with?
At the same time, knowing your relationship, all of, like the last 5 minutes, it seems what you were wanting 6 weeks in feels like the expectations of what you'd expect after 3 years, though,
Yeah. Yeah. I can see how you feel.
Thank you, Josephine. We'll put you on hold for just a second. Behind the scenes, we get emails, and they seem authentic and genuine, but sometimes the crazy doesn't come out until we actually do this on air, and all of the details of, gosh, him sharing his location, and he doesn't have any idea.
But I don't think she's crazy, though. I think that this is, if I was dating someone.
This is a lot of red flags. Putting on his location behind his back.
That is a red flag. I agree with you there. But I do understand the insecurity of dating someone and then all of a sudden seeing on their Facebook page that they're flirting with other women. Like that's going to cause some insecurity. However, I don't agree without the consent. That's not cool.
It just doesn't seem like they're compatible. I get the intense feelings.
Yeah.
I told my now wife that I loved her after like 4 weeks, right?
Oh, my God, you did? No, I'm kidding.
Shut up, Kyle. You got your wife with a flip phone.
Damn right I did.
Damn right you did. Anyway.
No, you should have said despite the flip phone.
Despite the flip phone. Yeah, coming out of the bathroom. Whoa, hey. Anyway, it just doesn't seem like they're compatible. Like you can't microwave trust. Like that develops over time. And she, I feel like her expectations are a lot when in the reality that won't change is they've been together for 6 weeks. They don't know each other.
She obviously likes him a lot.
919-860-1015.
I'd find you.
What would you do in this situation? Or based on what you've heard so far, your instant reaction is what?
I think she's psycho.
Oh.
But I also think she is very young.
Okay. Elaborate, if you would.
So I feel like she's answered her own questions without realizing it. And that's where the youngness and naive comes in.
Right.
She's saying that she feels this intenseness only 6 weeks in. Needs to realize that's pretty much only all of February and the 1 week that's happened in March so far. So she doesn't know anything about anything yet. They're still needing to learn from each other. They still need to build that trust, kind of what you guys were saying.
Yeah. You can't fake that.
No.
Right. No, you can't. If you're going to fake it from the beginning, then you're pretty much doomed a relationship from the start.
I agree with that.
She's also saying how she is wanting to, she feels this intensity from him and that they're only there for each other, but at the same time she's realizing that he's constantly on social media talking to all these people. Well, then that pretty much tells her right there exactly what he thinks of the relationship.
Yes.
Right? He's telling her, no, there's nothing really that serious going on. I'm still talking to other people. Kind of back off.
Yeah.
And her retaliation to that is by saying, well, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that I know every little thing about you.
It's interesting because you're right. He is not.
Share the location.
Sorry to interrupt. I was just going to say you're right. He's not trying to hide anything. He's just putting it out there. Hey, I'm having a great time in Vegas. Look at me or whatever.
Well, I can see she kind of feels. You never do anything when you're in desperation. She feels a bit desperate in this situation.
Yeah, and that's 6 weeks in still.
Catherine, thank you for calling. Have a good day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate your
Bye.
opinion. Bye.
Yeah, just their personalities just seem incompatible.
They're at different points in life.
We have Haley with us right now, and Benson. Haley, welcome back. Always one with a great opinion. You heard what's going down between Josephine and who she thinks is her boyfriend, who's having a great time in Las Vegas. Love him or list him. How do you hear this?
I think it's a recipe for disaster. The whole thing is just a recipe for disaster. He's doing stuff that he shouldn't be doing. She's doing stuff that she shouldn't be doing. It's the beginning of the relationship, which is supposed to be the honeymoon period.
Right.
I think they both need to be honest with each other or it's not going to work, but it sounds like it's just going to get bad.
And don't you think it's a little bit crazy, kind of the vibes, at least for me, Sarah's on the other side of this, the vibes that Josephine is kind of putting out there a little bit?
Well, I mean, I get she's probably been hurt in the past, and she probably, wants to have an actual relationship and not just date, because it is hard just dating.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I totally get that. I mean, I get you want to just jump right into a relationship because been there, done that.
Right.
I think the
But-
dude needs to be doing more too. Like, you're supposed to be on your best behavior in the first 6 weeks.
Exactly.
And this
Well,
dude
both
is like,
That's
people
my
have
whole
to
point.
the
want-
bar's already super low, and
Yes.
this is like, and you're only going to go worse from here? Come on.
Haley, thank you for.
Both people have to want it. It doesn't sound like he really wants the same thing that she wants. They may get along and they may have a chemistry, but it doesn't sound like he's on the same page as her, and she's definitely not on the same page as him.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is more of an intense fling than it is like
Yes.
the roots of a relationship.
There you go.
Yeah, and what they're currently doing, especially what she's doing, I mean, and what he's doing, I mean, it just can only lead to a disaster.
Exactly.
Well, we also only know her version of it because he might be like, this isn't at all how I've seen the relationship to be. And he's like, I'm just in Vegas with my boys. Haley, thank you for calling. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Josephine has been patiently waiting, hearing your advice, seeing your comments on Facebook. No matter what we
I
say.
have no idea where this is going.
I don't
No
either because
clue.
everybody's made great
Yeah.
points. All right, Josephine, welcome back. Love him or list him. You've dated this guy for 6 weeks, expecting a lot, it feels like. We don't know his side of things, but what are you going to do based on the Snapchat stories and the things that you've seen?
Well, I don't get that because it's been 6 weeks, and I don't think people have any right to judge what kind of relationship I'm in without knowing it. This has gone really far, and I called in because I needed some help, but I definitely didn't need people coming after me like that.
Okay, in
Oh.
fairness, you're getting mad at our audience for judging you when you called a feature that's all about judging your situation. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, I guess, but I think nobody knows anyone's situation unless they're in it themselves, and I really was just calling for
That's
some
fair.
advice. And
But
not
why'd you
judgment.
call this feature?
Well, regardless, she did call, and we did have calls, and they gave advice. So, Josephine, what are you going to do? You going to love him or are you going to list him?
I'm staying in this, and if I have to, next time he goes, I'll get on a plane and go out and see what's going on myself. I'm not going to sit around and let him, jerk me around.
Oh.
What? Okay, can I just ask you, 6 weeks into a relationship, do you think that this type of behavior and what you're having to go through is like normal
Or worth
or
it.
worth it? Yeah.
I think it's worth it. Yeah. I don't
Okay.
think it's normal. No, but I think it's worth it, and I'm going to give it my all. I'm thinking about this more, and it's like he's coming back today from Vegas. I'm just going to get myself to the airport and meet him right there and confront him about it.
Oh.
Figure out how
Okay,
how
if you
All
want
right.
this
I wouldn't-
relationship to survive, I would highly recommend not doing that,
Yeah,
Josephine.
give him some space.
Well, you guys, you don't know me that well, so
Okay.
that's what I'm going to do.
Well, good luck, and we hope this relationship lasts and heals a little bit.
I know.
But
We've
if
only
not,
known
we're
you
here
5
for you.
weeks and 6 days less than you've known your boyfriend. Just putting that out there. Doesn't seem many people know much about anybody in this situation.
Josephine,
I'm being honest.
please don't go to the airport.
Don't do it.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. All right. Thanks for your help. Bye. I'll talk to you guys later.